Hello. So this is the state of my life address. Like I'm the president, State of the Union and all. I just wanted to film something because you know, I want to be able to look back on my transition and kind of see the progress I made, both large and small. And just, you know, not only the progress I've made in my journey as a trans woman, but my progress that I've made in my journey as a person. Sounds pretentious, sounds cliche, but it's been not quite, but almost 3 months on hormones. It will be 3 months, September 6th, I believe. And, you know, someone asked me the other day, like, how I was feeling. So a friend of mine has a mood wheel in her room. You know, you start from the middle with like the major emotions like mad and sad and whatnot, and then you get more and more specific. And I don't remember exactly what I said, but I know I said happy for the first one. And you know, I kind of took a step back for a moment and I was like, ooh, when was the last time I said I was happy? I can't remember. It's kind of depressing, but you know, it was just like, oh my gosh, like I was able to express genuine contentment in the moment. That's remarkable. That's amazing. It warms my heart. I feel like my anxiety has decreased. My tendency to ruminate about things has decreased. My social anxiety probably hasn't decreased that much, to be honest. I'm still working on like how to talk to people and the art of conversation and just the art of you know, dealing with people who respond to you in very different ways, and being okay with that, and being okay, you know, if someone's annoyed by you in the moment, that, you know, doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't make you a failure. It's okay that in that moment that person was annoyed with you. That's still something that I struggle with a lot. But something I have been getting better at, I didn't mean to jog the camera, but something I have been getting better at is when I do feel overwhelmed, when I do feel overstimulated, which I often do when I'm in a room with like 4 or 5 or 6 people, or I'm at a large party or something, I try to excuse myself. I'm always worried that's going to be perceived as rude, but I know it's important to take care of yourself. And if you're feeling a little, you know, anxious or uptight from, like, you know, all the noise, you just kind of have to be like, hey guys, I gotta go to my bedroom, or I gotta go take a walk, or you know, I'll catch you later. So I'm trying to remind myself, because I'm a very impatient person, I'm trying to remind myself to be okay with the slow change, the gradual change, because change is almost always slow and gradual, you know. Nobody generally wakes up, you know, a completely different person, and wakes up as a completely different person. You know, ideally you get better and better at being yourself each day. So, you know, there've been a couple times when I had a panic attack not too long ago. The estrogen, I think, has been making me cry a lot more. I already cried a lot, like, before taking estrogen, but now I cry a lot more, and a lot more randomly. I think before I started taking estrogen, I cried a lot, but it was more context dependent. I cried more for specific reasons. Now I'm just kind of crying, you know, randomly. Of course, physical appearance hasn't changed much, as you can see. My skin looks a little fairer. I think my hair is growing a little slower. One thing I have been struggling with is I put in the effort. I kind of still feel like a man in a dress. I still feel kind of phony. So as you can see, I still have a lot of facial hair. I'll probably try to shave that before, you know, tonight or tomorrow morning before going to class. So I haven't really put in the effort to look much different. I've been wearing a lot more different clothing. I've been trying to build up my wardrobe and experiment with things. So I'm wearing a little t-shirt that that a friend of mine gave me, the same friend who has the mood wheel. And then I'm wearing a nice little red skirt that I think I bought at Hot Topic. I bought a purple, a yellow, and a red skirt from Hot Topic. Because I secretly want to be an alt girl. But yeah, I mean, as, you know, surreal as it feels for me to say this, like, I'm beginning to feel like I'm finding my place. I'm beginning to feel like I'm clicking with the world. The world feels more open and everything, well, I put it like this, like, everything's beginning to feel okay. Everything's beginning to feel like not, you know, out of sorts. Like, in the past, I've often been, I just, like, looked out at me at the world, and I just kind of felt shame and disgust and despair regarding myself, other people, events, everything. But more and more, I'm finding moments where I just feel, no, I'm here. I'm good. I'm not, you know, I'm not bad. Other people aren't bad. The world isn't bad. It's just, I'm here, and I'm grateful to be here. Like little glimmers. The fog is lifting, I feel like. I'm feeling like I'm seeing things clearly now. And not to say things are perfect, not to say there aren't issues that have to be dealt with, like issues I have to deal with in my life, or issues that, you know, the world has to deal with, but like for either for the first time, or at least for not for a long time, have I just looked out at the world and just felt normal. And just, you know, okay to just being, like, it always felt like the hardest thing. Like, it almost felt like a curse to exist. And now it just despite some of the stuff I'm still working on, it's beginning to feel more and more like a gift. So, anyway, thank you for watching, and this is Audra, signing off.